Well, the confetti has fallen and the Lombardi Trophy has been lifted. The Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions for the first time in 12 years, defeating the Patriots by a score of 29-13. Welcome back to Penn State Sports Night. I'm your host, Jenna Wissman, joined alongside Harlyn, Peña, and Brianna Langberg. To recap Super Bowl 60, we are here, and I want to know, did this year's Super Bowl live up to your expectations?
It was so boring. I feel like even leading up to the Super Bowl, this was the least, hyped Super Bowl of all time. I feel like no one wanted to see the Patriots win again. I feel like Seattle, they just don't really have a lot of fans, especially on the East Coast. And maybe since we were so close to Philly last year, there's just so much more hype about it. But it was boring. I was, waiting for, the halftime and then waiting, and even the commercials weren't good. And I was just, and I just got into a thing where it was okay, 3 and out, Drake May sacked, dart a little pass, kick. And I'm like, okay, are we watching soccer? The most action in the first 3 quarters that Patriots wide receiver got was Stephon Diggs going to the Seattle's bench and talking back. So it's it was just, I was so disappointed. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it perfectly. In August, if someone told me that the Super Bowl 60 would be between the Seahawks and the Patriots, first of all, I would have laughed. I would have thought that was crazy. But these teams are very much both deserving to be in the Super Bowl. But again, I thought it was boring. I mean, like you said, it was a lot of the same thing over and over and over again. We knew that kind of whoever Seattle was playing, if they made it to the Super Bowl, that it would be a very defensive-heavy game, that the Seattle defense would shut down whatever offense they're playing. And we saw that exactly here. But, it played out how I thought it was going to. I think that the Patriots defense did a little bit better than a lot of people were expecting. But yeah, it was boring.
I also think it felt a little bit different because it wasn't in a dome. When's the last time? I don't remember seeing the sky in a Super Bowl.
It was 3 o'clock Western time.
Exactly.
And blue skies. Even the halftime performance, there was light out. That definitely contributed to it.
I agree. It felt a little bit off, but everyone all season long was kind of hating on the Patriots schedule, saying, oh, it's too easy. Do you agree with that take, or are you kind of I think there were some other issues? What contributed yesterday to what we saw on the field? I mean, Drake May wasn't able to get anything done.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it did come down to the way that Drake May performed, and I think he was a little bit shocked about how things kind of played out because he hasn't seen a pass rush defense that was that strong and put that much pressure on him. He loves to scramble, and he didn't get those opportunities. He was forced to, just go out and throw the ball, even if his receivers weren't there. And he also really likes to run up the middle. He only ran, I think, 5 times, and in other games he did it sometimes double that amount. And so he was in positions where his best self wasn't being able to be shown, and things like that. I mean, the Seattle defense everyone did their job, basically. Not just the pass rush, people were making tackles, and so I know we're going to talk a lot about this, but it really did come down to that Seattle defense, and then Drake May just not being able to make those completions because of how much pressure was being put on him.
And on the flip side, the defense was so good that it made the Patriots O-line absolutely awful. That's where I really think they went wrong, but it also has to do with the Seattle defense. You're going to let your quarterback get sacked 6 times? He only been sacked, I think, 5 times in the first 3 games of the playoffs. Nope, 6 in the Super Bowl. And it was just, really frustrating because you were right under Matthew Stafford for MVP, and then you're going to perform like this, but you also have to think of your O-line. And 40% of the Patriots snaps resulted in either 0 yards or negative yards. And by the third quarter, Patriots had 78 yards and only 5 first downs. Seattle had 5 sacks. And it just didn't make sense at all. And when you put Drake May in a position where he likes to scramble, he can't put the whole team on his back. It's only his first or second year. He doesn't have the education for that yet. And almost Mike Vrabel won Coach of the Year 3 nights before the Super Bowl, and that's how your team performs.
Right.
I'm just are you I was very disappointed in their O-line. Will Campbell, you said in the draft, how you're going to die for this team. Well, you let your quarterback get sacked, yourself, twice, only you. I'm it just really didn't make sense, and that really contributed to their downfall.
Yeah, Brianna, you kind of mentioned they played well in all 3 phases of the game. Seattle did. I mean, it wasn't just offense, wasn't just defense, it was special teams too. I want to know who your MVP for Seattle was. I mean, everyone played so good, but if you had to pick, who are you going with?
Jason freaking Myers, a kicker, should have been the first ever Super Bowl MVP. I will die on this hill. Hey, Kenneth Walker, you had 135 yards. It was a slow game. That is also a very impressive stat. But Charbonnet got hurt. Charbonnet, you were the only main running back, the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl. You should have racked up. And this Patriots defense did good, but not you could have ran much more yards. Jason Myers, before last night, the max was 4 field goals in the Super Bowl. He kicked 5 and went 5 for 5. And again, Kenneth Walker, 135 yards. If you total up the amount of yards that were kicked by Jason Myers, it's 180. So, again, if we're talking about yards, Jason Myers should have been in it. And I was, looking around at, during, the people I was with, I'm are they really about to name a kicker as a Super Bowl MVP? Before the fourth quarter, that was all that was kicked. And I was like, oh my gosh, he kicked for more points than the Patriots had all game. And I get it, it's a kicker, but give the man his trophy.
I mean, I completely agree with you. I mean, Jason Myers, he showed up when they needed him. I mean, I think this is a moment that he dreams about his whole life. Honestly, winning the Super Bowl was kind of on his back. He was 5 of 5, so just continuing to be set up in those positions and high pressure positions too, and just being able to make those field goals, because there are definitely kickers in the NFL who would have made 0 of those 5. But personally, I think I would give it to Kenneth Walker. He did everything on offense for this team, which was a very defensive heavy game. He had 27 carries, 135 yards against a very strong Patriots defense that showed up. And so I think that he kind of carried the run game on his back for a lot of this. So I would give it to him, but definitely 5 of 5. Jason Myers definitely did it for the Seahawks.
Well, Kenneth Walker, he just can't be tackled. He can just run all over everyone. It's crazy to watch.
He's super agile.
He is. And your man, Jason Myers, we got a picture of him back there. He's got to know he's got some big fans right now.
People are miss. I'm this man just doesn't miss.
He doesn't.
No, even when I'm a 49er fan, so even when he was against the 49ers, I was miss, and I'm okay, that's he's not going to miss. He's just that good, and he proved himself.
Right.
But Kenneth Walker did get them down the field to make those field goals, so I get it.
I love it. Well, both picks are great. I feel like we have to talk about this, guys. The Super Bowl halftime show. Everyone was talking about it. It was all over Twitter, Instagram, all socials. What were your thoughts? Did it live up to the hype? What were you expecting? I want to hear it.
I loved it. If you were my friends, you definitely saw me tear up a little bit, because I thought the message was amazing. And the fact that Bad Bunny can get such a community of people together, all celebrating just world peace and everything. And then I saw all over TikTok people getting up and dancing. People need to dance more, and he got everyone to dance. I was definitely singing. I'm a huge Bad Bunny fan, so I loved it. I think it did live up to the hype. I know some people have different opinions that he didn't perform his best songs, but I loved it.
Did I know any words? No. Did I love it? Yes. I was just dancing. It was vibes. It was music. It was just really great. I felt like I was in Havana, Cuba, Puerto Rico, with people dancing on the street. I was and then to find out those trees were people dancing.
I didn't know that either.
I was oh wow, imagine being oh, I was a tree in Bad Bunny. I was oh my gosh, this is good. But I think he did the best he could do. I really loved it. Really loved everything.
Yeah, it was definitely an incredible performance. Also, just the message itself, there's no way to be more powerful than hate than with love, and I think that's so special. And
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga was there. Everyone was there. Alex Earl was. It was very random, but it was so much fun to watch. And it also, I think, is now the most viewed Super Bowl halftime show ever.
As a show,
that goes to show a lot.
I'm probably 10 of those views.
I know, right? Just rewatching. But it definitely feels fitting that Seattle won, considering it's been 12 years, and Seattle calls their fans the 12th man. The Super Bowl parade is set for this Wednesday in downtown Seattle. For Harlyn, Peña, and Brianna Langberg, I'm Jenna Wissman. We'll see you next time on Penn State Sports Night.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For more content like this, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us a like, and follow our socials down below.
And as always, we are
Penn State Sports Night.